The following video clips is from KRQE, which is a News 13 channel in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Organizers claim a better than 90% success rate among those who even spend a week at the program. News 13 obtained these internal second chance documents showing of the 41 graduates, 28 have gone back to their old habits. That's only a 32% success rate.
Actually, that's not a 32% success rate. If you compare Second Chance's so-called success rate, which is 31.71% as reported in this KRQE report, you have to compare that with doing nothing at all. For the state of New Mexico, prisoners released after a year, 32.5% go back. And here we have a report of Second Chance having a 68.29% go back to prison. That is worse than doing nothing at all. For 2 years, the rate of prisoners going back into prison is 44%. After 3 years, the rate is 46.7%. So, if Second Chance wants to show a success rate greater than doing nothing, they have to show that their so-called graduates return to prison less than 32.5% of the time after 12 months being released from prison.
Success rate. Some of the failures include 7 graduates hired by the program as instructors.
The Scientology Corporation hires, and I use that word loosely, graduates of their Narconon and their Second Chance program. Should also note, they do not hire any physicians. They do not hire any nurses. That is because Narconon and Second Chance is not considered a medical treatment. However, it is extremely dangerous to a person's health. Hiring so-called graduates is fucking dangerous, especially when they go back to prison on drug charges.
Second Chance uses saunas to try to sweat out toxins, gives addicts heavy doses of vitamins, and has them administer massage-like techniques on each other. It's a program developed by the founder of Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard.
That's right. L. Ron Hubbard, who barely graduated high school and flunked Washington University. When I have a drug addiction problem, by golly, I'm going to go, talk to old Hubbard. Should also note, a sauna room crammed full of half-naked men giving massages to each other?
Helped me get my family back.
Byers was such a success, Second Chance hired him as an instructor. But this instructor was once again locked up behind bars, back in jail on probation violations stemming from charges of credit card fraud. But he's not alone. News 13 has found the Second Chance wasn't enough for 6 other graduates hired as instructors. Adam Martinez, probation revoked following possession of drug paraphernalia. William Traylor, driving under the influence of drugs. Kevin Hammond, in jail in another state. Terry McDaniels, locked up after declared a fugitive from justice. Marvin Montoya, bringing contraband to jail. And Ediberto Alderete, felony drug possession. A quarter of all the failing graduates at Second Chance are instructors hired to teach others to make the right choices.
That just fucking cracks me up. I just love that iron bar slamming sound in there. The only thing that was missing was Kent Hovind.
Individuals. She writes, while Second Chance may not turn out full-blown saints, we have kept a lot of our students out of prison. Back to you.
No, Second Chance did not keep a lot of their graduates out of prison. They kept 31.75% out of prison. That's a 68.29% failure rate after 16 months. That is worse, much worse, twice as worse as doing nothing at all, which has a failure rate of 32.5%. A failure rate, Second Chance, 68.29. Failure rate not doing anything, 32.5. This Narconon Scientologist second chance twit, please tell me which number is greater.
All right, thank you, Michael. The Institute of Social Research at UNM is conducting an impartial study of second chance. It should be...
The report that I just extracted clips out of is about 2 months old. The report from the University of New Mexico on their study of second chance has been published. And as I mentioned in my previous video, it showed a success rate of about 14%. They found no statistical significance at all between people subjected to second chance and people not subjected to second chance. I will put URL to that Adobe Acrobat document in this video's description. Bottom line, second chance is not only worthless, it is worse than worthless. It's worse than doing nothing at all. I should also note that second chance and Narconon and the purification rundown that these poor bastards are being subjected to is extremely dangerous. It is hepatotoxic. It is damaging to a person's liver. When the state of New Mexico subjects prisoners to this inhuman and very dangerous medical treatment, even though they don't call it a medical treatment, they are opening themselves to over 100 lawsuits. I suggest anybody out there subjected to second chance or Narconon or the purification rundown, please run to a physician and get your liver tested. Your life could be at risk.
See your brand new name. Evil John Ferguson. No. Evil Fred Nolan. No. Evil E. Rich. No.